What a day for the markets today, man. Holy crap. It looks like we had all the indexes in the U.S. go up about 2.5% on the day. The VIX went down about 1%. And get this, we had silver up 4% and we had gold up about 1.5%. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets. We're going to break down some charts. And like you all saw in the title, we have to break down 7 stocks that I'm looking at now in the middle towards the end of October of 2022. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, stay hydrated. Guys, hit that like button, feel free to subscribe, and let's get into the video. So look at this. The bulls ended up ripping out of this channel on the 5-day, 5-minute, not only on SPY, but also on Triple Q. Look at this, guys. We had a big breakout of the channel. This is very good for the bulls, and you guys can see this has been a channel that we've been trading in pretty much the past 1, 2, 3, and today, I guess 4 days, up until when we broke out of it at about 1:30, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. And you can see when we did test it, 273 on Triple Q, we ended up ripping, going all the way up to 276, not only breaking that channel, but also breaking the highs from yesterday and the day before, and it looks like we got awfully close to the highs from earlier this week. I think that was on Monday or Tuesday where this hit. I think Tuesday when it hit 277. So this is very good for the bulls, guys. Very good for the bulls. Strong close. And if this continues, Triple Q past 280, we clear the highs from this week in general, that's going to be even better for the bulls. Now, we're seeing more resistance coming up. The fact that we broke the channel is nice, but here on the 4-hour chart, we can see we're right by the 180 SMA, right by 280. So again, I can't say this enough. 280 next week needs to break, hence why my alert is right there. And I might as well put another one at 285. So right now, if we get a push past 280, 285, bulls are really going to start gaining a full head of steam in the short term, in my opinion, here on Triple Q. And for SPY, let's pull it up. SPY is right at, again, it broke the channel. I mean, you guys saw that for yourselves. Took the highs out from yesterday, day before. Now we're pretty much at the highs from Monday, Tuesday. If SPY breaks out of 375, $380 a share, we break that 180 SMA on this 4-hour chart. Also, the highs from earlier in the beginning of this month of October. Man, the bulls are gonna have some more momentum, in my opinion. We're probably not gonna go. I'm not calling for a move all the way to all-time highs or anything crazy like that, because ultimately, guys, the fundamental picture has not quite changed yet. But a extended relief rally, maybe up to about, let's say 400, 415 on SPY. Maybe this gap could fill, 5, 6, 7% move to the upside. That's possible. And I feel like if we do get to the low 400s, that's where we'd get the second wave of selling pressure based on what I'm seeing here on this 4-hour chart. And Triple Q, let's say again, if we go back to it and break 280 to 285, we could get an extended rally, putting it maybe anywhere from, 300, 305, 310. And at that point, maybe just maybe, selling pressure will come in again. And the bear market continues. We shall see, guys. I'm just thinking out loud here and kind of just trying to map out and see what could happen. And if you notice here, before we move on to these 7 stocks, by the way, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are finding value. And get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. Free money. Link down below. What you're noticing here on Triple Q is an inverse head and shoulders. Do you guys not see that? We have the left shoulder, head right there. And this could be the start of the right shoulder. And we'll see, again, if it breaks 280, 285. And I think on SPY, I saw the same thing. Let's see. If I clear the drawing set, let me do that very quickly, guys. Clear drawing set. And zoom in a little bit. Right here, we have the left shoulder, boom. Head right here, boom. And then we have the right shoulder. You guys can see it clear as day. So that's what I'm noticing. Bulls are really a couple steps away from getting an even bigger move here, but we just have to be patient and see if it actually happens, because right now it's not fully there yet, but we're starting to see the initial steps, if that makes any sense. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And let's talk about some stocks. Did you guys see Freeport McMoran today? This went up a whopping, I think 10% on the day. This is ticker symbol FCX. This is, and let me tell you right off the bat, not fully breaking out, but it's getting there. I mean, look, we're still in a downtrend. You guys can see that we're slowly breaking out of it, but not fully. We're above the moving averages, and we're actually approaching the highs here from the middle of September, early September, late August, being about $33, $34. So if we start moving past that point, mind you, right now we're at $32 a share. If we start breaking 34, 35, there could be even more upside on Freeport McMoran. So I'm going to set my alert at $35, mark as that we're above, and see what it does from that point. From there, we could end up filling the gap, maybe to about 43-ish dollars, maybe 44. You guys can see that right here. That could be a move that could be coming. So put this on your watch list, and we'll wrap around. Maybe we'll talk about it next week at some point to see how it's playing out. And for you to see that follow-up video, what are you going to have to do? Well, you're going to have to subscribe. That's, the last time I'm going to mention it for this video, guys. So FCX, watch out for it. HBAN is another one that I found when I was researching and looking up stocks for this video and just to see how today went. This is Huntington Bank shares, ticker symbol HBAN. This one up 9.5% today, and the reason why I like it is because they reported earnings. Well, maybe not really necessarily for that, but they're shooting up after earnings. Looks like they beat EPS. Not sure what they did on revenue, but either way, they beat EPS. And we're noticing an ascending triangle here on HBAN, right? Looking at this technically, it looks really good. And we're now at the top of the triangle, which is at about, what, $14.50? So if this breaks 15, I'll put my alert right at 15 right now. If we break that point, there could be a nice move. Not even 15. Honestly, let's say 14.75. Let's do that again. Mark is that we're above 14.75. There could be a move coming towards 16. In the meantime, maybe even higher than that. So this looks good. It's not fully there yet. Again, we're testing a multi-week resistance right now, but if it breaks that point, $14.75, $15, there could be a lot more upside. Salesforce is another one you guys got to watch. It's ticker symbol CRM. You can see this one up about 2%, and the reason why I'm covering it here is because it's not fully breaking out. It's not anywhere near that point, but this week, we saw a big rally on CRM, a big rally. It was $136 at one point earlier in the week, or maybe that was last week. Either way, and now it's at $160. It is up 20% pretty much in just a couple of days. And we're also above the moving averages for the first time since, let me see here, it looks like the end of August, right? When it actually collapsed under the moving averages heading into September. So it's slowly starting to reverse. It's not fully there yet, but it's getting there. If this starts breaking mid-high 160s into the 170s, that's where, we could get a move on it, in my opinion. So for now, I'm going to put my alert at 100, maybe $165. We'll see what it does from there. And honestly, if it breaks the highs from, this is a big point, middle of September, 165, $6, $7. If it breaks out of there, 180, 90 could be right around the corner. And we'll see. They report earnings probably, in the next quarter. That's going to be one worth watching. We'll leave it at that. So CRM's looking decent. CHWY's looking a lot better than CRM, in my opinion. Both of these are looking decent, but I'd say CHWY even better. And I called it out, I think, earlier in the day today. CHWY went up 7.5% on the day, and we're noticing it's right on the brinks of breaking out. You guys see my alerts at $39. We have an inverse head and shoulders, and I think if 39 breaks, especially 40, we have a wide open gap. And I've been saying this for days, weeks, it feels like I've been saying this on CHWY, and it's finally setting up. Finally starting to look pretty good. So watch out for it. From $40 up to about mid-40s, high 40s, even 50 if it gets really hot. That is definitely in the cards, in my opinion, for CHWY here. Let's see what else we have. Airbnb did very well today. Pretty much everything did well today. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are, catching the drift here, but pretty much everything did well today, it looks like, right? Only a couple of stocks that were red. Obviously, Snapchat, which I made a video earlier on Snapchat. Go check it out after this video. Of course, we dive deeper into the presentation. I talk a little bit more about it from my perspective, comparing it to shorts, reels, kind of my perspective as a creator on that topic. Go check it out if you guys want to. Other than Snap, though, pretty much everything was green today, rather, and Airbnb was no different. It closed at $120 a share, up 2.5% on the day. We're above the moving averages. We have earnings coming up, I think, next week, or, oh, no, maybe the week after that. Yeah, the 1st of November is when Airbnb is reporting. So it's going into the report looking good, at least technically, right? In my opinion. So we'll see. This week we pretty much consolidated all week above the moving averages here at about 120. So I'd like to see this break the highs from this week next week. Will it do it? I don't know. But I'm going to put my alert at 121. If Airbnb takes that point out, where do you think it's going to go, guys? I don't know, but I think it's going to go to about 128.30, maybe even higher than that. We'll see. And we have earnings, which could really change that for sure, or really make it go to in either direction, as you guys probably know. So Macy's, ticker symbol M. This is another one that I'm looking at. If we zoom in a bit here, what do we have? This is a clean cut inverse head and shoulders. You guys see that? Left shoulder right there. We got the head right here. And we have the good old right shoulder. We have a golden cross. We're above the moving averages, right? So this looks like it's gaining momentum towards the low 20s. We close in the mid 19s. I feel like we could be running up to now 21.50. And if that were to break, which was the high here, it looks like from the middle of August, right? About 2 months ago. If 21.50 breaks, we're talking mid 20s. That's where this could be going. And I'm not going to say it's going to go back to $30 or anything crazy like that quite yet. I mean, it could at some point, but right now I'm leaning more towards, mid 20s. That's just what I'm thinking at least. And I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. So what's the next one? The last one for the video is actually going to be a subscriber request. This is Mercado Libre, ticker symbol MELI. Make sure to leave me a comment or multiple comments on stocks you want me to talk about. I'd love to talk about stocks that you guys want me to talk about. Mercado Libre went up 3% on the day. It's chilling in the mid 800s right now, and it looks like we're still on this channel that I had outlined probably last time I talked about it, which I think was maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit more than a week ago. So honestly, at this point, guys, this is not one that I'm really interested in playing until it ends up picking direction, like the overall market, which today kind of did pick direction. It did a little bit at the end of the day. Mercado has not done that yet. It's got to either break out of the 900 mark, which is the top of the channel, into the mid 900s. From there, 1150 could be around the corner, or is it going to end up tanking under 700? And then maybe taking the lows out from the middle of June. Flip a coin at this point, right? There's no direction at this point. So we have to be patient. Earnings are coming up, it looks like, on the 3rd of November, which is about 2 weeks away from right now. So I'm assuming, it's not guaranteed, but I'm assuming, like we saw last time, we're going to get direction on earnings. And last earnings they reported, if you guys can see, this stock went from mid 500s to about 1,100 in a couple of days. So yeah, it's one of those that can move very heavily. I'm not banking on it moving. I'm not gambling on it. I'm not buying calls or puts or shares or doing anything like that. But I'm going to be watching it heading into earnings. And maybe I'll buy something before earnings. But what I mean by that is I'm not going to gamble through earnings and be like, oh, I think it's going to go up 20% like it did last time, or 50%. I'm not gambling on that. But who knows? Maybe we'll catch a play before these earnings. So how long are we in here? About 13, 14 minutes. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. Honestly, it's Friday. I'm going to wrap it up a little bit quick today. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Oh, wait, I said I wasn't going to ask you to subscribe again, and I just did. Whoops. Maybe you should unsubscribe for that. I don't know, guys. Anyway, get your 15 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below with a $100 deposit, and your 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. And if you guys want to see my second channel called Stocks Talks Money, subscribe. Linked right down below. There I go again telling you to subscribe, but that's a different channel, so it doesn't count. Making a bunch of content on there. I actually have a video on there that just came out today, why most people will unfortunately fail financially. If you guys want to go watch that, go check it out. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great weekend, guys. Peace out.